Concerning me, peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion, and we're talking NFL football, joined by Paul F. Villarreal right here. And let's talk about America's team, the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Now, after that first week, maybe some Cowboys fans were a little shaken up because they had a chance to beat the little Jets, and they didn't. There was a collapse. But in week 2, it all sort of changed around. And as much as we could maybe criticize Romo and the team after that first week, you got to give him credit here after that second week. And the question right now is, Romo, how much did he prove with that big comeback win in San Francisco with the busted up ribs and the whole thing, a lot of starters down, and he throws the bomb there and it goes to Jesse Holley, who won Michael Irvin's reality show. This guy wasn't even a Cowboy, he wasn't even a pro, not that long ago, dude. And he wins with this whole situation. Tony Romo steps up and gets it done. Now I want to know from you people out there, what do you think? How good is Romo? How much credit do you give him for that big win? Now, my own personal take here, before we get to PFE and see what he has to say, is like, look, okay, it wasn't a playoff game, and it was early in the season. We've seen Tony Romo do great stuff at any given game, and particularly early in the season, and all that. So I need to see it in the playoffs, and I need to see it later in the season. But the playoffs is where it really counts. All that being said, the knock on Tony Romo, in my personal opinion, was a mental thing, a toughness thing. Maybe some people might have called him a choker or stuff like that. Being able to take this kind of beating, physical beating, and come back and say, I want to be back in that game, doing what he needed to do to win, understanding that an 0-2 start to this season would have been devastating for the Cowboys, to basically take the team and put it on his back and get it done. Of course, it takes everyone on both sides of the ball for the Cowboys, 11-11. But we all know he's the quarterback, and everybody knows that he would have got part of maybe the lion's share of the criticism had they lost. I think you need to give Tony Romo the lion's share of the credit, and you have to say that he proved himself to be a tough NFL warrior. And I think that whether he gets credit with the fans, I suspect he's going to get credit in that locker room with the other Cowboys players after that performance in San Francisco. Paul, what's your take on Tony Romo and what this means for him getting that big win in San Francisco?
John, I got to say that Tony Romo, we got the update on his injury today, and it was a collapsed lung along with a fractured rib. That is extremely painful for those that have never had it or know about it. He really gutted up, showed what he was made of. They looked done in that game. That was a crucial game. And we don't know his status going into next Monday night's game against the Washington Redskins, and what is really a pivotal contest. I mean, with Michael Vick being injured right now for the Eagles, that game could decide basically who's in control of the NFC East. But I've been a critic of Tony Romo. What you mentioned, I think, is a common criticism of him. Where's his head at? Is he tough enough mentally? Does he have the focus necessary to be a championship-level quarterback? He really proved himself in this game, and hats off to him.
Hats off to Tony Romo. He proved himself in the game, in our personal opinion. Hey, we're going to talk about the Cowboys and where they're at with this whole situation in the next video. But I want to know from you out there right now. I want to hear from the Tony Romo fans. I want to hear from the Tony Romo haters. I want to hear from the Cowboy fans and the Cowboy haters and all the NFL fans out there right now. Be honest. How big of a win is this for Tony Romo? And what does this say about Tony Romo being able to get that win in the conditions, physical and otherwise, that he was under? I want to hear from you right now. Give me the comments below. You can subscribe to us above so you get all of our great videos. And also, if you like this video, push the like button right down there. Hey, I'm John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion. That is Paul F. Villarreal. We are Conservative Media, and we will see you next time.